Here are 10 strange photos, many of which cannot be explained.
Young, adorable and exciting. Those would be the first thoughts to enter the mind of anyone once they take a look at BTS Taehyung's remarkably refined face and listen to his soothing, deep and husky smooth voice. But those aren't the only things V, Kim Taehyung, brings to the boy band BTS. The idol can be compared to a breath of fresh air, and even though he's afraid of heights, the singer has quickly found his place at the pinnacle of K-pop success. V is ambidextrous and can create great drawings with both hands at once. The idol has often displayed his desire to be able to speak to cars, as well as drink caramel macchiato coffee, even though his dislike for other types of coffee is well known. But today, we'd be swimming deeper into the world of Kim Taehyung to explore lots of interesting things you didn't know about him. Before we move on, take a moment and hit that like and subscribe button so you too can stay updated on your favorite K-pop idol. Number 10. V had humble beginnings. About 10 years ago, Taehyung and Jimin attended the same school, and so far most people know that V had been a talented cyclist, saxophonist, and basketball player that often protected Jimin from bullies. But that wasn't everything that happened in V's childhood. The idol lived with his grandmother for more than half his childhood and had thought he'd end up becoming a farmer. But Taehyung's life took a sweeter tone after he learned to play the saxophone, to rap, and to dance. Two important skills that were really important for his success in Big Hit's audition in Daegu. And just like his friends, talent doesn't run scarce in the idol's veins because he was the only one that qualified from Daegu. Number 9. He was under wraps before the debut. V's initial introduction to the idol life began when he went with a friend to Big Hit's audition to provide emotional support. But something about his rich vocal skills, and of course his face, had intrigued the judges and won him a shot in the band. But making it into the band didn't make his pre-debut days any easier. For one, Big Hit's CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, couldn't recognize him for almost a year. And to crown it all, Big Hit had hidden his identity from the public in fear that other larger entertainment agencies would snatch our V away. Thankfully today, V, Kim Taehyung, has bloomed into the lovely social butterfly of the group. V was BTS's diamond in the rough, a fact Big Hit was quick to recognize and unveil just at the right moment. And without delay, their secret weapon, V, instantly won the heart of a lot of fans due to his charming face and how exciting his personality was. Number 8. He's the 2017 World's Most Handsome Face. Everyone knows that Taehyung chose to debut with the name V because it signified the boy band's victory, and that he also contemplated using Lex and Six as his stage names, none of which seemed to reflect everything the idol had to offer. But one time we really got to see the idol shine was when he emerged as the winner of the 2017 World's Most Handsome Face, followed by the likes of Jason Momoa and Armie Hammer. With a face like that, we're not surprised V stood out as the world's most genetically blessed man, after the 3.7 billion men in the world. Now you know why fans and bandmates alike have often referred to the idol as either Tay-Tay for his cute habits or CGV, computer-generated V, for his impossibly perfect looks. Number 7. He currently holds an iTunes record. The moment fans heard V's Singularity solo and watched his sleek dance moves, they couldn't get enough of the idol. And with the fact that BTS's Black Swan had surpassed Adele's record on iTunes, it didn't surprise us when V's recent song, Sweet Night, surpassed Black Swan to hold the record of iTunes #1 in 105 countries, making V the first solo artist to have ever achieved this feat. Surprisingly, besides a V Live livestream, the song wasn't promoted, which makes us wonder what would have really happened if it was, as well as what would also happen when his mixtape finally drops. Number 6. He coined the term I Purple You. V first used the words I Purple You at a fan meeting to mean I'd love you for a long time. And since then, those words had become ARMY's motto and their own special way of showing support to the boy band. Something that played an important role a few years back, Taehyung lost his grandmother and very close friend, Lee Ui-soo, a model who'd committed suicide. These events took a huge toll on the idol. Fans thought V was becoming depressed and showered the idol with lots of support, goodwill, and of course, the Purple Heart. Today, V's back to his old self and dedicated his award-winning song, Sweet Night, to BTS ARMY and somehow we can see where Taehyung draws those deep and powerful emotions he expresses in his solos. Leave a like if you've sent a purple heart to BTS or anyone in general. Number 5. He's a great photographer. Unlike fellow BTS idols, Jimin and Jungkook, whose hobbies include taekwondo, Kim Taehyung has a deep appreciation for works of art, particularly the works of Van Gogh, and enjoys visiting art galleries. Just the same way his music style is heavily influenced by his love for classical musicians like Ruben Studdard and Eric Bennett, his photography is heavily influenced by the Australian photographer Ante Badzin. Thanks to V's ambidexterity, we know that art runs deep in his veins, and V shows this through his immense skill in photography, taking the cover photo of Jimin's song Promise himself. So it shouldn't surprise you that he also owns a painting of Van Gogh's Starry Night, and takes photos under the name Vante, a name he got by adding the letter V before the Australian photographer's name, Ante. And we think his artistic skills are one of the reasons why he's a lot more confident about his long fingers than any other part of his body. Number 4. Weird sleeping habits. If you were lucky enough to have spent time around that friend with questionable sleeping habits who'd always wander off sleepwalking, then you'd understand what V's bandmates endure whenever the idol goes to bed. Taehyung's well known among his hyungs to talk, scream, and even asks for water while sleeping. This funny sleeping habit once led Jimin to open up on Twitter with a hilarious post where V was screaming for Jimin in his sleep. Number 3. He's an actor. Since BTS's debut, Taehyung had become a fan favorite, captivating fans all over the world with his voice and face. Something he decided to take a step further by playing a role in the historical drama Hwarang, the Poet Warrior Youth. The movie was set to occur in the Shilla dynasty of Korea in the year 1500 AD and follows the story of the Hwarangs, elite warriors. V made his debut into KBS's historical drama Hwarang in 2016, taking his acting experience to the screen, and delivered a lovely piece that fans aren't quick to forget in a hurry, making Taehyung the first member of the boy band to get a role in a movie. Number 2. He's allergic to alcohol. Every member of BTS has a unique quirk that makes them different from their hyungs. For Jimin, it's his fear of losing his abs and gaining weight. For Jungkook, it's his love for his JBL Extreme Bluetooth speaker. For RM, it's the constant display of his cute dimples. And for V, it's his dislike for coffee. But that's not where it ends. And although V shares a lot of hobbies with Jin, one interesting thing about BTS Taehyung that sets him apart, even though he's a social butterfly that loves hanging around people, is the simple fact that he'd rather have a Coke in place of alcohol. The idol would rather have Korean distilled spirits rather than get drunk. Why? Because he's allergic to alcohol and throws up every time he takes it. He does a great job of looking out for his hyungs when they're having a drink. Number 1. He's got a skin disease. V suffers from a rare skin disease that's called cholinergic urticaria, a skin disease that causes rashes to develop on the skin of the idol whenever his body temperature increases. And because of his stage performances, these rashes develop a lot whenever he dances or exercises. Performing on stage can be a really exhausting experience, more so for BTS, whose rigorous dance moves can leave anyone breathless in moments. So it's totally understandable that fans aren't just worried about V's disease because it can't be cured, but also about other members of BTS who fainted several times while performing. Fortunately, neither V's condition nor the fainting of BTS members due to exhaustion proved fatal. Thanks for watching this video. Let us know in the comments which one of these facts surprised you the most. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification button so you can always be in touch with all the facts about K-pop.